Hi everyone, and welcome to video number 2. As many of you already know, YBS was a phenomenal band on the contest stage. Today's discussions include some of our personal highlights from those days, with some audio and video that you might have heard before and some that hopefully you won't have heard before. We hope you enjoy sharing these memories as much as we did. What is your most memorable contest performance and why?
There's two that stick out straight away. I wouldn't necessarily say they're my favourite or whatever. It's just the two that immediately come to mind. The first one was Bergen 2003 Europeans. It was Will Martin, one of the percussionists. It was one of his first major contests. And I remember him being really, really nervous about it. And I said to him, it's going to be fine. You know, I have full confidence. It's going to feel strange when you're on stage because it's going to be comfortable. You're not going to be nervous. Things are going to happen and we're going to have some fun. And I remember the first cadenza Big Gav came in with, and he played as well as he did on that first cadenza. And I remember, like it was yesterday, looking over at Will with a smile and just nodding at him, and he went, okay. And then he was totally relaxed for the rest of the performance. And it was just that one moment sticks out in my mind so clearly. The other one isn't quite as fond memory, and it was the Europeans. The second time we played Dub Descending, and that was when a lot of things led up to one catastrophe. There's a recording in there. For those, I mean, obviously we all know because we played the piece, but anyone, there's a recording in the piece of some birdsong while the euphonium cadenza was going on, and that's on the percussion part, and we'd done it before and it was fine. But we'd used my huge stereo, and Richard Clough didn't want to take that with him. Cloughy decided that he knows best. He was going to bring his daughter's little CD player with him. And we took it on stage and put it on the trap stable, and we're setting everything else up, and he comes over to me. He said, Gav, there's a problem. I said, what's up? He said, there's a problem, I need to fix it. I said, look, let me just set up. Now, no, we need to come over straight away. So I went straight over, and on the LCD display, it just said, no disc. I said, have you not got the disc? He said, no, it's in there. So I opened it up, and the CD's in there. It started spinning, and then slowed down, and then said, no disc. So we're frantically trying to unplug it, plug it back in, try everything we could to get it to work, and it just wouldn't work. And the band were all waiting off stage to come on, and there was all they knew, I think, at the time was just it was a problem. And there was me and Richard looking like Laurel and Hardy trying to get this thing sorted. We couldn't get it fixed. And Dave in the end just said, look, just send them on, we'll do it without. I don't think he was best pleased. The stories I've heard afterwards, what he said, are quite short. But,
Gavin?
Yeah?
Oh, you're probably going to say the next bit. Carry on.
Yeah. It's all the same story, unbelievably. So we decided we were going to do it without a dove. Dove descending without the dove. So already me and Richard are in a weird place. And because we've been so occupied with that, we hadn't set everything up exactly as we should have done. So the piece starts off and it builds from nothing, and then it gets this loud section. And there was only 3 of us playing percussion that day. It was me, Cluffy, and Chris Starr. Chris was over on Timps, and me and Cluffy were sharing all the percussion parts. And because there was only 2 of us on the part, we'd set it all up. So I was playing bass drum, and the tam-tam was right behind me. We'd done rehearsals, and it worked great, where I was playing the bass drum, and I just went back a couple inches, and I was touching the tam-tam. And it was deadly silent. And that was because there was a bar of absolutely nothing. So it comes to this point in the performance, and I'm playing the bass drum, and I look back to check that everything's all, 12 bars out, make sure it's all right. And I realized it wasn't. It was further away because we hadn't spent the time setting it all up. So Cluffy wallops this tam-tam like he normally does and runs off. And I'm playing the bass drum, trying to scooch back to try and get to it, to stop it. And I can't get there in time. I look back just as it's starting to fall over. And in slow motion, in this bar of silence, this falls over. And if you remember you can think about what the cymbal sounds like when you drop a cymbal, it's a noise. Imagine a tam-tam, and it never ended.
We were very much a band who we knew what to expect and when things changed. And I remember hearing the sound, of course, because I couldn't see it. I just heard this thud and this crash, thinking, oh my God, what was that? And then literally for 1 second going, right, get back on it and just concentrate and just keep playing. And again, that was the kind of band we were. We just sort of got on and just did it. We still won though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Good. Anyone else? Memorable moments? Cleggy?
My one is a contest that we didn't actually win, and that was Blitz. We played really, really well in the morning on what's called burlesque. So that was outstanding. And I remember the soloists being brilliant, particularly John Davis and Pete, and well, everybody really. And then in the afternoon, I think they changed the judges, and we came on, and we'd obviously, all of us have played in a lot of contest performances, but for me, the atmosphere in the hall was absolutely electric before we even started. And we played an absolute blinder. And I remember Dave, so if you can remember it, at the end, there was a gap between the penultimate note and the bomb going off at the end. And Dave sort of spun around on his heels and went like that to the audience, which made it even more exciting. And then he came down with the bang at the end. And the audience just went absolutely nuts. And it's the only contest that I've ever been to, either playing in or as a spectator, that everybody in the audience stood up and clapped at the end. There wasn't a single person sat down. I've never seen that, never seen it since.
Yeah, I find it very difficult to pick one performance because there's a lot, really. I mean, Blitz would be one of mine as well. I mean, we didn't win, but it was a fantastic performance. I mean, Ben on Tallis at the European, I mean, that's another one that really stands out. Listening to Ben with his eyes shut playing the Kurdish solo, which was... But then Wits and Wakes, the first Open as well, I mean, that was a very special one as well. But then one of mine actually was probably one that's not so well known, is the area on Variation Enigma in 2000. That was a fantastic, absolutely fantastic performance, was that. And that was, as a band performance, I think that was really very special as well. So there's loads. I mean, Revelation 96, another one. I mean, that was another one. I mean, there's so many to choose from, really, really good, you know. So.
Anyone else want to add to that? And back on that, the Tallis, I still I use that section of Ben playing, and when he starts on his cadenza and then goes into his solo, I use that as a demonstration, like all my lessons to all my students. This is how you need to play, and it's just, I absolutely love it. One of mine was Tristan, because that was when we did that, and we got the nickname of the Dream Team. Do you remember? Because the cadenzas went one after the other, and it just worked for one. Everyone just played absolutely out of their skin, and just like one after the other. It was just incredible. Was that in the Yorkshire area? That, or was it Cambridge?
It was just Cambridge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was one of my. Wow, some amazing performances there for me to share with you all. One performance that I haven't shared with you, and probably was the most memorable for me, was the 2004 European Championships in Glasgow. We played a piece called Music of the Spheres, which was specially written for YBS Band. It was an incredible piece to play, featuring all the fantastic soloists performing at their best. There were a few other reasons though why it was very memorable for me. It was in Scotland, of course. My whole family were there to watch, and the band achieved a double hat trick of European titles that day. What an achievement, and what a band!